have 11 lakh government schools and 4 lakh private schools. If you see the Gujarat 2014, 79.2% of the children used to go to government school. And in 2016, almost around 86% have gone. The number of intakes in government schools in Gujarat has gone up. We'll have to learn from them. What did they do? I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about this government or government. For God's sake, do not misinterpret me. Please let us go to Gujarat and understand what Gujarat did in these 2 years to have more intakes there. And when I said personally I have an opinion of sending my child to a government school, I wanted to also point out what will happen to his opinion, his mother's opinion.
Now,
Number
Vinit,
two, I do not have any aversion of a government school because my partial education was done in a municipality. So we'll have to understand as a country.
I think elections are on, he should not issue a statement like that.
Actually spoken. I was trying to talk that we will have to understand, rethink about this outside the house, inside the house. There is a draft policy which is coming up, and the best person available, the ISRO former chairman, Kasturiranjan, is almost there. So we'll have to help him out, send our suggestion to them, observations to him. In place of doing a knee-jerk reaction in Karnataka, where we don't know the intent and the content of the bill, we should come out, openly speak about our intents and our contents and make this country a better place to live. What we talked about, Sujalam Sufalam Bharat, let us talk about the Antodaya, what Dr. Pandit Dindayal Upadhyay ji talked about. That if we have to help the last person on this earth, we'll have to give them education. Education is the only key which will help us to come out of the poverty. Once you teach somebody, he will not beg. He will stand on his own legs. So we'll have to, all of us have to come together. We are educated people. We are somebody who can actually help this up. So my request to the other panelists is, in place of pointing out fingers to Congress, who actually failed and who is the reason to all these 49 years of misrule, but yet let us come together this time.
Sounds like a political
child, a small girl has taught us a fantastic thing. She has opened eyes of not the Chief Minister of Karnataka, but everybody in this country.
Gentlemen, please.
If she, I don't see that Siddharamaia's eyes were open. I see that this is the eyes of everybody. Now here, before I speak, let me not put politics in this, because this is a very serious subject and concerns the generations to come in the next few decades. I think what the member has done, we'll have to understand three things: the intent, content and the time. If the intent of the person is very good, I would like to welcome this. If the content of the bill is good, then whether it is a private bill, whether it is been produced by the current government or by us, I think this is very nice. But the time is not what convinces me. The time is something which tells me that there is probably either a hurry by the individual member or the entire sitting treasury bench which is there in Karnataka. One is that part. Number two, as you rightly said, this should not be only one state. It should be the part of every state. I would like to bring you one fact. 1.16 lakh crore rupees were spent under Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan between 2009 to 2014. It's a huge amount was spent, and we did not see any kind of change. We'll have to rethink about this. We will also have to understand one more thing. There are 1 out of only 5 teacher is basically trained teacher. Rest 4 are not properly trained teacher. Now this fundamental changes, probably we all, irrespective of the political background, political party and the political philosophy, we all should sit down and decide, discuss whether our children will go through the pain which we have gone through the last 7 decades. So this is a good move by the individual member, and my individual capacity, I would like to welcome that. Vaman Acharya-ji, the spokesperson from Karnataka, has already spoken on this. He has talked about what is the party's view on that. I think there is a larger debate needed. Debate inside the assembly, debate outside the assembly. As rightly mentioned by the earlier panelist, even if one of the parent is employee in the government, employee or a public representative, what about the other parent? Her or his view also have to be taken. What about the individual view of the child? Now there are other questions, like for example, let me give you one example. If my private school is next to my house and government school is far away, what do I do in that case? There may be one more reasoning. If somebody becomes an employee when the children is already done major part of his school, 6th standard, 7th standard or 8th standard, do you shift the child? What will be the psychological impact on the child? How will he cope up with the changed subjects? So now all these questions have to be debated very rationally, leaving apart all the political differences. This is not a subject where